Welcome to the Host Planet Playbook, your go-to guide for mastering short-term rentals. In this special series, we're sitting down with 30 of the world's top property managers to uncover what really drives success in the vacation rental industry. You'll hear their stories, learn the key lessons they've picked up along the way, and discover the game-changing tech they use to deliver 5-star guest experiences. If you're serious about growing your STR business, you're in the right place. We've also developed an ebook featuring the stories of every manager in this series, and you can download it for free. Head to houseplanet.club to find out more. In today's episode, we're chatting to Oihan Campandegui from Biarritz in France. Stand by for a deep dive into automation, dealing with stringent regulation, and keeping your cleaners on site. This special series is brought to you by Host Planet and Hospitable, the smart AI-powered property management software trusted by hosts worldwide. With Hospitable, you can automate guest messaging, sync calendars across platforms, and manage your rentals with ease, all from one powerful, easy-to-use platform. If you're keen to run your short-term rental on autopilot, try Hospitable today. Visit hospitable.com/hostplanet to see how the platform can save you time, reduce stress, and maximize your earnings. Oihan, thank you for being part of the Host Planet Playbook. Let's start with you. What's the name of your company? Where are you located? And how many rentals do you manage?
Bonjour, James. Thank you for having me. So my company is called Destination Côte Basque, which means the destination of the Basque Coast in French. It is located in Biarritz, so in the south of France. It has been working as a real estate company for 3 years, and I manage 45 listings, flats, and then 10 to 15 villas, so being bigger houses with pools, garden, and more exterior. The houses, we just got them this year. It's brand new. And the flats, we've been doing it actually for 6 years and 3 years as a real estate agency. So it's like the upgrade of only being a conciergerie that we have here in France.
Fantastic. So tell us, how did you get involved in the world of short-term rentals?
Well, I actually have a hospitality background. So I used to work as a reception clerk since I finished school. So it was 8 years ago now. And I actually started by buying my own flat in Bayonne, which is a town just next to Biarritz. It was way more cheaper than Biarritz, but then it has also a very interesting appeal with the Basque culture and the tourism, the business. So I just bought this flat and I was just thinking of how to make it more profitable for myself. First, I thought giving it to a company, a real estate company, and my family told me that I was working in hospitality, so maybe I should try. And it actually was a good idea because then I just made some money thanks to it, and I was just doing it on Airbnb first, and then a friend told me they had a flat and they needed it to be rented. So I said, okay, I have one, I can do a second one. It's not very difficult. So I was looking for a tool that could help me out because I still had my job as a reception clerk. And it's like 7 to midday, then 2 to 8 p.m. So I had times that were nice to do cleanings and check-ins, but then messaging and stuff, I couldn't do it all the time. So I found Hospitable, which was called Smart BNB at the time. And I really liked the way it was called Smart BNB and now Hospitable. It just hit me. And then all the ways you could do like messaging and have everything automatic, it really helped me out because I could just enter everything there and just check when I had a break or during midday, and I could just confirm or change a little bit the things. And then during the years, it just became bigger and bigger and with more possibilities. And for me, it's like a game trying to find the best way so it works perfectly for you. And then you just double check and change the particulars. But this is how I got introduced with Hospitable. I really went like this until now with my real estate company.
Fantastic. So talk us about scaling. Tell us about the journey of getting to where you are now with, I think it seems like about 60 properties that you're managing.
Yeah, what's really good. I took what I learned in hospitable and hospitality. So we usually learn that if you want to have bigger hotels, you try to do standardized procedures. So then the way you greet the guest, the way you have a contact, you want it to be standardized, but at the same time, you want it to be personalized. And this is how I used Hospitable. So I could, uh, it's really easy to use like just, I don't know how you call that in English, but to add the name of the guest. So you can do a whole message with different dates, add the name, add extra info. And so this is how I was able to go from 2 to 10 the first year, I guess, because then all you had to do was find the proper staff to do the cleanings. But then everything that was helping out with guest messaging, just trying to send confirmation, send 3 days before prior to check in, just say, hey, how are you? You coming in 3 days? And I could also do, uh, I changed for self check in instructions. So then I didn't do the check in on my own, but I was scared that people might value less the check in. But then all the reviews are Oihan is very warm, sympathetic, and I was like, yeah, we never met really in person, but all the messages I added, the times I tried to put them, just made the people feel like you are there for them. You are, because when they reply, you check the reply, you see if everything's going smoothly. Okay, you can just leave it, let it go. If there is an issue, boom, you can quickly try to find a solution there, and it really helped. I have a very good high score in all this. So I would say in scaling, the most important was just like really doing the most important job on your own. So being taking care of what's not okay and leaving the messages go as they flow. Where it's okay. So then instead of having 15 messages to send per day, you have two because you're just checking everyone's okay. And then one is saying, oh, that doesn't work. So you're just like, okay. And now with the new AI capability, you just press so the AI can prepare the message, and you just double check to be sure that everything's okay there, and you send it. It's for me. I have days off now where I couldn't before, and at night I'm also less there on the phone. I have the personal phone and the professional, and I just turn it off, and the AI can send my personal phone if there is an emergency at night. So this is how the scaling was still manageable with only, well, myself, and I have an assistant and then the cleaning team. But in a hotel, you would need 7 people when we are two. So for me, it's way worth it.
Fantastic. Yeah. So Hospitable is actually helping you have some days off, helping you have some holidays, which is nice to hear. So talk to us about guest experience then. What are your top tips for delivering an outstanding guest experience?
For me, the what's paramount when you have to speak with guests and take care of guest experience is you need to be very clear on your communication. If you know that the place is a little bit noisy, you say it from the beginning, because a guest that books knowing everything, for him it's a choice. Meaning, maybe it will be a little bit cheaper because it's next to a passing street, and you know that during the summer there is lots of people. So you just say it's next to a passing street. So be careful. If you are very mindful of the noise, don't book here, book somewhere else. And then you have young people, they don't care at all because they're going to sleep in every morning, and they're like, yeah, it's okay. We'll just go for this and this, and so we are okay with that. And so people choose with the right arguments, and they know why they choose it. So this would be the first thing. It's communication, and being very clear, not trying to hide. I would even put a spotlight on it, but try to use positive vocabulary instead of bad, because we know that the brain doesn't understand negativity. If I say, don't think about a pink elephant, you will just see it in your head. So you're trying to do everything positive and be very clear about it, and say, we know that there is in Biarritz lots of planes going in and out. We have villas; they are right under the train track and under the plane tracks. So we just say it. We say there is passing of planes. It's from that hour to that hour. It lasts 10 seconds, but the villa is way cheaper than another one 2 kilometers away. So what do you want? Better price or more quiet? Some people will say I pay extra quiet. Some will say I don't care. So communication would be the first that comes to mind, and clear communication. The second would be to always show that you want to be very positive. So even if some people are saying this doesn't work, you have to show them in a positive way that maybe it is just a problem of how they use the tool. It happens a lot with cooking plates. And I think there is some French stuff that English people don't know how to use, or Spanish ones even. So you're just trying to say, okay, always in a positive way, how to fix it. And sometimes it can be fixed. So if you can't fix it, you need to still try to find another solution. I've actually had to rebook hotel rooms for guests, and I took the price. And this is something you do in hospitable in hospitality very soon. When you try to work there, it's if it doesn't work, you just book a hotel. You know, it's maybe 20 euros extra per night. It's for 3 nights, and you just offer it. And then even you don't cancel the booking, and at the end they say, "We stayed. It didn't work. We've been to a hotel. They paid for it. It was perfect." So then you still have 5 star, even though it was a catastrophe. So I would say trying to show this. And then the last one would be, even if you are a professional, maybe show that you are a human. So I'm still using my personal Airbnb account instead of my company account, because I noticed that the way people are speaking to you and the way they will behave is very different. Meaning, if it's a company, they will ask for refund at anything that happened. It's a refund. Neighbors are crying at night and banging the walls. They're like, "We like a full refund, please." And you're like, "No, that doesn't work like this." And when I'm just with my personal face and Oihan Campandegui, the people are like, "Oh, they're a little bit noisy. Could you do something about it?" And I say, "Yes, I'm going to call. I'm going to go." So keep personal. It's nice to show big brands and be like, "Yeah, company, whatever, whatnot." I'd say let's be more close humanly and stay human instead of a big company.
I think that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, people prefer to deal with a human face to face
Yeah,
rather than a company. Yeah,
yeah.
definitely. So tell us a little bit about Biarritz, then your location. What are the main challenges and opportunities in your market?
I say the main challenge is the fact that we work a lot from May to September, and then the rest of the year it's more like low season, being because of the weather. It's really like a summer vacation destination. It has some events during the low season, but it's quite empty, and lots of rich people come during the summer. Then the houses are just empty. So this would be the first difficulty here. Meaning, if you want to be successful during the whole year, you need to change the way you work. This is why I actually opened the real estate company, because we needed to be able to do normal rental contracts, student contracts, and mobility contracts with all the leases that you can do here. That helps having work during the low season. And also you need to keep your cleaning teams with you. So we have people that come only during the high season, so they are more volatile. They are less how do you say, they are less involved in the company, so they will do cleanings but maybe less good than what you'd like. And then you have the people staying with you all year long, but then during low season they're waiting for more work. So you have to find the perfect balance and still earn money without losing it. So this would be the first big challenge. During summer there is no difficulty, I would say, to sell something, to rent it. You still need to have the level of quality that you sell, because there is a lot of work, not much time to train the cleaning people. So the best would be to pay them good so they come again each year. So we have two couples actually that come every summer and they go back during the winter. So this is good. It's actually precious. So I would say be very nice and kind with your cleaning teams. And also, some issues, you have to just overlook them. Like if you go to a flat and you're checking it and you see that they forgot some stains on the windows, you just wipe them. If you start to say pee 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 pee, they're going to get mad because it's a lot of work. And also do cleanings with them. I do cleanings every week. The bigger ones, I'm there. And if they want, someday they'll just too worn down and they say, I need a break, it's a little bit difficult. I say, okay, I'll just go do the last flat and you can go rest. And then you're closer to them and it helps. And you're also part of what's hard, the cleaning, because it's not the most upsold job, I say. Then the second difficulty we have here, I think it's also the same in the US and other parts where there is a lot of tourism and a lot of Airbnbs and short rentals. It's the local law that changed. So now you are not allowed to do short rentals like this. You need to fill different categories, meaning either the place is your primary residence. So if it's your primary residence, you can book it 120 days per year, and it can go down to 90 days per year, depending on the districts. So the mayor just chooses where it's blocked. So meaning more seasonality. So it doesn't help, but still it's good because we have big villas, and in any case, it wouldn't rent during a low season. And then you have the other ones that are so not primary residence, second residence. And then to be able to book them, short rentals, you have to have students in there for 9 months. And the students' loan, is it a loan? Yeah, it's blocked. So you can only ask for 10 euros per square meter. So then for someone, an owner that used to have a lot of money from a flat during the whole year, now it's a little during 9 months, and then you have to be very, very good during the rest of the time. And if you fail to find a student, you don't have the right to book. So if you fail to find a student, you also lose the owner, I guess, for the next year. So it's like a big race. And the students, you have to find them during August. So when you are doing the whole cleaning and check in and check out of the people. So it's very hectic. I like it personally. It's really something that draws me. But it can be hard, I guess, for people that are a little bit more that like very stability in the job. It's not for them.
Sounds like a big challenge. Yeah. So really, you've got the summer season where most properties have got their 90 days, but
Mm,
then the rest of the year it's a longer term rental. But you have to rent it to the students. That's
yes,
that's your only choice,
yeah,
and at a rate set by the local authority.
yes, that's it.
Wow.
We actually found one way to still have work during the low season is the bigger homes that have 5 and plus bedrooms and bathrooms. We actually keep them as primary residences, but we rent the bedrooms on their own. So it's really like a hotel room at the end. So I've done the whole loop. I'm back to doing hotel rentals. And it helps because it gives like a minimum work for the cleaning team during low season, so we can keep them. And it's still accepted. I don't know if it's going to stay like this for a while, but it's just very particular homes, so it will not crash the whole. People trying to find places to stay long term. So I think they will not block it. And for us, it's a good solution. And you can only do it if you are really good at cleaning, check in, check out. So it is a whole other level of service. It's actually called para hotelier, so meaning just next to what would a hotel do. So it's high end, I would say.
So I imagine in August then, is there quite a demand to grab those students to get
Yes,
them?
yes, yes, yes. It's crazy. We start very early to make sure that we have the most of the students settled in. The sooner the better. But for now, on all the places, we are missing like 3 students. But Parcoursup, it's the I don't know the equivalent in English, but the one that are doing very long studies, their appliances are accepted now. So they are looking now. So we know that we have last calls that will go now. And if we're missing, we still have the possibility to do mobility leases, which are not normal leases. It's only for people coming to do work. So it has to be less than 1 month and more than 1 month and less than 11 months. Meaning you can find somewhere there, someone to be in the place. It will be a little bit more expensive, the rent, than a student because there is no law, but it will be cheaper than doing short rentals because you cannot do 5K on someone on 11 months. And then it doesn't give you the short rental possibility afterwards. So you have to find a solution until September next year and then put a student there. Yeah.
Complicated.
I
Sounds
like it. It's
pretty.
like a board game. You just need to be
Yeah.
quick there and understand that sometimes you need to lower a little bit the price to make sure you have the student and then have the short rental.
Sounds like you need to develop an algorithm to like work out who's gonna rent which property and
That would
for
be
which
amazing.
style. Yeah.
Hospitable could maybe think about it.
So tell us then, what makes your property management company, your brand, stand out among the competition in Biarritz?
Hmm. I would say it's because of the hospitality background I have, and also the fact that it is a real estate company. Usually, people in real estate, they do transactions, so they sell homes and they earn on that. So they do short rentals as in how do you say that, as a complement, as an auxiliary work, just to have more guests and maybe try to sell to some people that are traveling. So it's more like a side hustle. I don't know if I can say that. Um, Whereas I'm not interested in doing transaction. I could do it because I have the status, but I don't know the laws. I don't want to do something I'm not expert in because it's a big responsibility. So I have this capability of doing the work as a real estate company with the knowledge of someone from the hood catering industry. So it's a very different mix, and I'm better, I would say, than people doing only real estate. And also we have this high-end procedures that we apply with. It's very silly, but it's like the toilet paper is folded in a triangle, the beds are made squared, it's my own sheets. So owners, they have nothing to think about, just to go away and let us and take the place, clean it, prepare it like a hotel. And I think this kind of level of preparation, I didn't see it. And even this year, when we did other big homes, so with real companies like others, um, that I won't give names, I saw the quality of the cleanings, and I just thought, yes, the guests, they will not notice that it's not as clean, but when you look at the whole, it just looked a little bit less lavish and less high end than what we would do. So I think this is what really stands out. And it works on smaller places until some point. I would say if you have smaller flats that are normally prepared with no high end decoration, I would say we try to do less because then it's just, it's not worth it because it will not do a big difference. But on bigger places, it's the whole difference.
Fantastic. Yeah, that real attention to detail.
That's it.
What's been your biggest lesson learned since you got involved in short-term rentals?
Don't take it personally. Whatever, all the energy you can pour in there, all the goodwill you will give, all the attention to detail you will put into the place, you will always have someone complaining and being like, "Nyeh, nyeh, nyeh." And when I was younger, I really, it would make me crazy. I would really be out of control because I was like, what? I'm giving all this and then they're just complaining because they had to walk 5 minutes to get there, or I don't know what. So don't take it personally. People, they come at your place, they're trying to unwind, but sometimes they don't succeed in it. And so the other thing they have in mind is just pouring whatever they have in them on you. And you have to protect yourself and say, I did my best. I know that I did. And if they are not able to enjoy it and unwind and see it as it is, then it's their problem, not mine. And it doesn't touch me anymore as much as when I was younger. I couldn't sleep at night sometimes. And now I'm just, okay, I'm trying my best. If it doesn't work, the problem is not on my side. And I try to find a way to make them unwind and leave and say, wow, we came with stress and cancer and we got back with more, how do you say, peace of mind and seeing things more possible and seeing just that, okay, it was nothing really difficult and they go back home with better energy, I would say.
Fantastic. Okay then, Oihan, we've got a few quickfire questions to get through now. So which PMS do you use?
So I use Hospitable for everything.
For everything. Which dynamic pricing tool do you use?
I use Price Labs.
Which piece of tech couldn't you live without?
Oof. Well, I would say my phone, unfortunately.
Ideally, pets at your rentals, yes or no?
No.
Ideally, hot tubs, yes or no?
Yes.
Self check-in or personal welcome?
That's a hard one. I would say self check-in.
And telephone call or AI response?
AI response.
You were talking about that earlier with the
Oh, yes.
the hospitable messaging, the automated messages. Also, is there a shout out? Is there somebody in the short-term rentals industry that's helped you that you'd like to give a shout out to?
Well, it will be Smart BNB and Hospitable. I don't know if I can shout you out, but I say without all what we did from the beginning, I have no idea where I would have been. Maybe still in hotels as a reception clerk. I don't know. So thank you.
Excellent shout out there for Hospitable. Questions finished then. Ultimate goal for your business?
My ultimate goal is to find an assistant that has the same view that I do, so I can go 6 months in the Caribs and then come back 6 months just to oversee. So having it earning less personally, but having free time. So exchanging money for time.
I love it. Fantastic. Oihan, thank you for joining us and thank you for being part of the Host Planet Playbook.
Thank you for having me. Bye.
All right, that's it for today's episode. My thanks to Oihan for sharing his journey and for being part of the Host Planet Playbook. Remember, this series is brought to you in partnership with Hospitable, the all-in-one property management software designed to save you time and help your business thrive. Hospitable automates your guest messaging, syncs your calendars across platforms, handles team tasks, and so much more, so you can focus on delivering a top-notch guest experience or just get some of your time back. And here's the good news. Host Planet Playbook listeners get an exclusive 14-day free trial plus 25% off for the first 3 months. Head to hospitable.com/hostplanet to claim your offer and start running your rentals on autopilot. For more free education for vacation rental hosts, head to hostplanet.club, where you can sign up for our newsletter, listen to our podcasts, and download our suite of ebooks. Until next time, happy hosting.